Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining Southern Chalk Collection. My name is Megan Kafer and I'm an independent designer for Chalk Couture. So if you would please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. So today we're going to be working with these really cute pumpkin cutouts from Chalk Couture. Both of them are a set. They come as a set of two, so they come in both this size. And I'll show you the other side. I've already done the other side, so I'll show you a little bit what they can look like. And this is the jack-o'-lantern transfer. So you get the background, and then you also get 3 different faces with it, along with a little jack-o'-lantern saying. So today we're going to be working on the other side of the Chalk Couture pumpkin cutouts. And it comes like this, so it comes like a little farmhouse rustic look to it with the whitewashed look. So we're going to be working on that side, and we're going to be working with Buffalo Plaid, which is something that I love. I love, love, love Buffalo Plaid. If I could have everything Buffalo Plaid, you know that I would. Alright, so to start off with, we are going to take the lids off of the Chalkology paste, and remember that the Chalkology paste is water-based. But if you're using it on a wood surface like this, then it is permanent. So if you're working with a chalkboard, it will be semi-permanent, so you can take it off and do another design for another season, or just do another color on there. But for wood surfaces like this, it is a one-time use, which is great that these are two-sided because you get a 2 looks for the price of 1, which is something that I absolutely love. And if you're interested in getting the supplies, you can always go on my chalk site, which is www.chalkcouture.com/MeganWilson. Alright, so I'll do the other color so you can kind of see it a little better. But you want the chalk paste to be the consistency of yogurt or sour cream once you stir it up. And I'm just adding distilled water with this with my fine mist sprayer from Chalk Couture. You always want to put distilled water in there because it's just a lot better for your paste rather than regular water. So I'm going to add a little bit more. I haven't used this color in a while, so that's why it's not the consistency that I need it to be at. But Chalk Couture is just so super fun. I started as designer in May, beginning of May of this year, so 2020, and I absolutely love it. And if you're looking for something to do while you're in the house, stuck in the house because of COVID, this is something that will be great. And if you're really busy, the projects only take, most of them only take about 5 minutes or so, which is absolutely great. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit more water, and then we'll be good to go. You really get an arm workout with this, which is a good thing too, especially if you're in quarantine and eating all of the snacks like I am. Alright, so put this over to the side, and then we're going to get our, we're actually going to wax this surface before we get started. So we're going to wax both of them. And Chalk Couture does have, now has, if I can talk, their own wax. So that's really nice to have that on hand for projects like this. And you just want to put a very light layer. And this will not color your surface, especially if it is one from Chalk Couture. It will not color it, especially if you're using the wax from Chalk Couture. It has no color to it at all, which is lovely. Very, very great. All right, so we're gonna let that dry a little bit. And we're gonna open up our transfer. So, I have my fuzzing cloth here. And I'm gonna use that to make sure it's easier to take that off of the backer sheet when I have this on hand. So I'm just gonna peel and just rub the corner. I'm not gonna pick at it. And I like to turn the big ones over. And this is a D size transfer, so it's an 18 by 18 transfer. So it's huge. And you want to try to make sure that it does not get stuck on itself. Because it will stick, because these are very, very sticky. So you just want to make sure that it doesn't get stuck to itself. All right. And I'm not going to fuzz it because we are working with a wood surface, and so it's, if you're working with a chalkboard, you want to make sure that you do fuzz it before you get started. Just to make sure it doesn't get stuck to your chalkboard, and stretch the stretch the transfer, and you don't want it to pull up the paste that you've already put down. All right, so let's do our small one first. And I'm just going to center the pumpkin with the design. All right, so this one we're going to be using the, let's do the black velvet paste. So we're going to be using this paste, and we're going to be using the small squeegee from my chalk site. So I usually just put my thumb where the logo is, and then use this beveled edge to get some paste out of my jar. So and I like to go with, especially with these pumpkins, I like to start off at the top and then go down towards the bottom, just because it's a lot easier, and it minimizes the risk of bleeding through to the other parts of the surface. And I also like to hold down my transfer as we go, so that it is easier for the transfer to stick to the surface. Gonna get a little bit more paste. And these are just so fun to do, and they look so good after you're done with it. So good. And this is supposed to look very rustic, so if you have rustic farmhouse decor, this would be great decor to add to that. All right, cute, cute, cute. All right, so I'm gonna put that back on my backer sheet for right now. But there it is, guys. Cute little buffalo plaid. All right, so we're gonna put that over to the side, and we're gonna do our other pumpkin. So we're just gonna line it up just like we did the other one. Alright, so for this one we're gonna use the Storm color. So it's a really pretty gray color. And remember, we're gonna start at the top and go down to the bottom. The top here is the hardest part to do, for me anyway. But there it goes, we got it. Now we're gonna make sure we got everything covered. Then we're gonna take it off. All right, let's see what it looks like, guys. Ooh, so pretty. So pretty. All right, so those transfers that transfer that we just used is the Mini Buffalo Plaid. And they are reusable, so you can use them for up to 8 to 10 times, which is amazing. And we're gonna kind of put them all together. So I'll put this one up here so you can kind of see it once we go through. So I think I'm gonna have this one be our main piece of ribbon that we're going to tie everything together with. And I'm just going to put it around the little stem. I'm going to take it and do a knot, and I'm going to keep it right here for right now. Alright, so and then I'm going to cut some of these pieces, and this one's just a regular buffalo plaid. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut a few of these pieces. And they don't have to be perfect lengths. They can just be, they can just be whatever lengths you think would look good with the size of the pumpkin. And this one's a thicker silver ribbon, so we're gonna do about the same length. Alright, so I'm gonna also cut one more of the black. Alright, I'm gonna put this over to the side. Put our little push pins in, so if you're looking for a way to keep your ribbons from not unraveling or from keeping them from unraveling, I just use little push pins and put it in there right at the end, and it keeps it all together. And it's so super helpful that you're not having to unknot ribbon as you're trying to do a project. All right, so from here, I'm gonna do the silver first. I'm gonna add the buffalo plaid in, and then I'm gonna add the black in. So we're going at like a little pattern here. All right. And then from here, I'm actually going to cinch this together. I'm gonna go grab a zip tie. All right, so you have your little, your zip tie together. I'm just gonna put it all the way in so that it locks. All right, so you hear that clicking sound, it means it is locking together. And you're just gonna pull it tight. If I can get it, there we go. You make sure it's in the middle before you lock it all the way through. All right, and then you're gonna just cut it. Cut the excess. All right, so then you're just gonna add that to your bow. And this is called a messy bow. So if you're not good at actual bows, which I am not, this is a great way to add a little something to your projects, but also keep it simple. So we're just gonna cut the edges, and then that's our little project, y'all. So there you go. And then our black one is here. So thank y'all so much for joining me. That's our little project, and thank y'all so much for joining, and please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll be back on later for some more DIY Chalk Couture projects. Bye guys.